What's going on, beautiful people? Welcome back to the channel. It's your man Jamil Muhammad tuning in with another video. Remember, this channel covers mental health, physical health, and environmental health. Every tip and tool that I come across doing my casual research or just some things that I think about. From time to time, we come here, we talk about them so that we can have some tips and tools to carry with us and improve our lives. So basically, what I had just experienced was something very small, very subtle, but I think it's important to take even little experiences and blow them up in terms of taking out lessons from each of those experiences, right? So I just went to my favorite coffee spot. And I call it my favorite because I received some of the worst customer service there. And I'm really joyful about that. Anyway, so I went in and got the coffee, and the only reason I went there is because I had a free beverage reward that I forgot about. So I went there, got the coffee, and left. But while I was there, the first thing I was greeted with a good morning. And I think a lot of people forget about greeting people with a good greeting, especially if you work in customer service, if you deal with people. It's important to, when you have that first line of contact with them, greet them with some positivity, with some happiness, right? So I thought it was weird because usually this spot is not the best spot. It's not the one I'm too fond of, right? So she greeted me with a good morning. I said, okay, buenos dias, bonjour. Like, I'm excited. I'm like, whoa, that's unusual for you all. Let's continue this process. So cool. Got the coffee and said, all right, have a good day. Smiled, was joyful, wasn't sarcastic with it. And I just thought to myself, you could literally be in a place where you are working a job and you could hate that job. Like, hate it to the core. As much as I hate coleslaw and terrible customer service, you could hate that job at the same level as that, right? But you could also choose to have a better experience. So let's say if I had to go back and work for Starbucks, like I worked Starbucks a few years ago before I started teaching. If I went back to work at Starbucks, I don't think I'm gonna do that unless I got a higher position. But if I had to make that choice, I could either come in with a terrible attitude, treating people like I'm entitled to, I don't know. I could treat them as though I'm expecting something from them. Like I didn't come to serve the customers, right? So I could come in with a screwed up attitude, acting like I'm not supposed to be there. Like I didn't agree to work the job. Or I could come in and do all that. Or I could get some of the good stuff that's in this cup. I mean, it's Starbucks, but it's not. But you get what I'm saying. I could get some of this good stuff in this cup and I could get my gears turning and I could figure out how to have a good time, right? And I think I did a video similar to this some years ago. But sometimes you can go out with a friend group and you got like literal party poopers, like people that don't know how to have fun. You can have those people in your friend group and they'll be, I'm ready to go. Let's go over there. And it's like, man, we trying to have a good time, man. We trying to play some games. We trying to, hang out, talk to some people a little bit, you know what I'm saying? And they the ready to go crew, the I'm not having a good time crew. I'm like, okay, you could Uber. Bye. Like, I didn't come out to go back home. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't come to the job to have a terrible time. Just like if I was CEO, don't think when you become CEO that once you get to that CEO position, that's when you're going to make a shift. You could, and it's going to be highly stressful because you did not practice and you did not put yourself in that mindset before you came CEO. So what do you have to do first? You got to become CEO first in your mind And then when you physically become CEO, you're a lot more comfortable, right? You get in that position a lot more smooth because you've already become CEO in your mind before you had done it. When we experience new changes in our environment all the time, it's highly stressful. For example, teaching. Teachers deal with stress a lot because there's constant changes. For example, when the pandemic started, I think I'm gonna get demonetized. I said pandemic, I'm gonna get flagged. But anyways, when it started, we had to make a lot of changes. So we already practiced going virtual, right? So we practice e-learning, we practice asynchronous learning, and we also practice synchronous learning, just virtual, right? So if we had to do that as soon as the pandemic started, that would have been even more stressful. But we've done it already. Our kids have done it already. They've practiced turning in online assignments already, right? And they've practiced hearing me crack corny jokes on the computer already. Look, I got my reps in. You know what I'm saying? But what if I had to come with a corny joke? No, I could do that. Anyway, that's because I've practiced. I practiced being corny, ladies and gentlemen. But anyway, that's the purpose. It's your change in attitude and your choice to change your attitude so that you can have a better experience, right? If I want to become the best photographer in the world, every time I had a photo shoot or the opportunity to take a picture, I could be like, man, I get the opportunity to go and capture this moment, which I just love that to the core. I could go capture this moment, or it's like, I gotta go flick. I could do that, and it could be a terrible experience altogether, right? So I encourage all of my tea drinkers, because y'all the ones with the attitudes, go grab some coffee and get a real dose of caffeine and enjoy yourself, enjoy your life, and make the choice to have better experiences and become whatever you want to become in your mind first. And then when it follows physically, you'll transition right into that role, right into that position, exactly what you wanted. And then you ain't gonna do nothing but praise God anyway. So yeah. Thank y'all so much for tuning in once again. It's been a long time, but it's all good. I think we might do more of these car talks, and you know what I'm saying, flexing in the car. I need to go to the gym. Boy, I had a lot of water, so my nephew, you know what I'm saying. Hey, you know when they call it the food baby? They say, "Oh, you got a food baby." First of all, I haven't eaten anything. I've been slacking, y'all. So I'm sweating. I got my nephew here. You know, when your belly poke out, it's not a food baby, it's a nephew. So I got my nephew. I'm trying to, go outside. You got the sun shining or whatever. So yeah, man. Anyway, thank y'all so much for tuning in once again. It's your man, Jamil Muhammad. We out of here. Peace.